there everyone, thanks for tuning in. This is just the behind the scenes stuff of Melville. I just thought I would just pop in this little video just to show you guys about prop making, because this prop here will likely be, you would have already seen the video, so I'm just sort of this is like pre stuff. So with every single one that I make or every idea that I come up with, I'm talking about how I prep for the next one. So I'll just show you. So one of the things that I do is I have a notebook next to my bed, because for some reason, and I'm sure a lot of you are like this, the best ideas that I have for anything come at night time. And if it comes to me at night time and I write it down, I'm less likely to forget, because if I think I'm going to remember, I'm not going to remember. So a lot of my stuff I write down in these little books about all the different things I'm going to do. So these are just full of my ideas of different things that I'm going to come up with shortly. So the new one I'm doing is in regards to Melanie showing you the stuff that she gets for Simon's Cafe, because the way that I'm doing these is it's kind of like a story. It's the story of Melanie's life, and you know, like our lives, we have a little story, we have a system, we have a timeline of how things go, and part of her timeline was doing Simon's Cafe. So this set that I'm actually doing here now is actually Melanie's house. Now, this is just saying that because I haven't made all the other items yet that were going to be in her home, I decided that I would make these little dioramas, which might help me a little bit in order to get this next video up, because you're seeing videos now that I prepared quite a while ago. And because these types of videos take a really, really long time to make, I needed to make quite a few of them before I release them. So this one here is about that. So I have to make this little prop here, and I'm also having to make another prop, which is going to be the garage. And this is where I'm going to put the car. I'll just bring this over because I think this is a really good way of showing you. When you go down to Bunnings and stuff, well, because I live in Australia, so we have a thing called Bunnings, which is like a Home Depot, I suppose, or something like that, where you can get all your stuff to make home improvements, etc. And they always have boxes out the front. So I grab a box when I'm in there any given time, and I'll use them for all sorts of things. Cardboard's probably one of your best friends for prop making, especially like diorama type things. So today I just glued this piece of paper on earlier in the day, and now I'm going to cut it out. So I'm going to cut it out, and that's going to be, this bit here is going to be the floor of my diorama. And the reason why I'm just doing them separate is because I want to use this all the time for lots of different scenes, and so I just thought I would just make every other bit, I'll just stick to that, like with blue tack or something. So I haven't quite worked it out, but when the finished product comes along, you will see it all done. So I figured that it would probably have worked, because I won't be posting this if it hasn't worked. So, and this one here is obviously going to be where the car goes, and as you see, I've got the car. Now, this is a really, really important thing, because when I was actually doing the, and this is what I'm doing at the moment, it's called planning. So in this planning process, just a bit earlier on in the day, I was trying to figure out which car I wanted to use. And over here in this drawer is where I keep all of my props. So there's stuff for making things, and all my Melanie's Mall stuff, and all my props, etc. And all my cars and that are in here. I've taken Melanie's Mall. So what I wanted to do, if I can find it, the car I actually wanted was this car down here. And the reason why I wanted this car was because of this boot. I'm dropping stuff everywhere. I better go find that. Oh, I thought that was glue, but it's not. It's just my hand sanitizer. But the thing is I wanted the doors to open, and the doors don't open in this, but this one doesn't have a boot and this one does. And this is the problem when you're using something like this medium, because it doesn't always have the things that you want. So part of my planning process was trying to work out which car, but I needed the doors to open because this car's going to drive into the driveway. She's going to be in there. She's going to come out of her car. She's going towards the back. She's going to get the bags out, and then she's going to take them into the house. She's also going to have a box in this side here where she's going to get out. So she's going to drive in. You'll see her drive in. She will get out of this door on this side, because that's where you'll see her come out. And then she's going to walk around to the back here, and she's going to get one bag. She's going to take it in, and then she's going to come back for the other bag, and then she's going to open this door, and she's going to get the box out. So part of it too is trying to plan how I would make it look. So what I do is I'll get my doll and I will just do a little bit of a play with it. And because what I'm going to be doing is, and you would have seen it, is I'm going to be getting her to reach in to grab this, but she's quite short in comparison to this car. So she's going to get up and she's going to go in, and then she's going to fall, and she's going to fall in, and her legs are going to stick up. But I think I might do that with the second bag, because if I do it with the first, and this is part of it, because she's starting to work out how the doll works. So I'm going to get her to take one in, and when she comes back for the second one, she's going to come up, she's going to lean over to get it, and then she's going to fall in, and her legs are going to go like this. And then she's going to finally get herself back out. So she'll get herself out of the car, and then she will grab this bag, and then she will go back into the house with that bag. And then after that, she is coming in to get the box out, and then she's going to take the box into the home. And the other thing, probably my video previous to this one, I was making a table, and the table will be where she's going to put everything. And if I think about where the table's going to go in the house, we had to sort of have a decent size set so I can move around it, because the thing is with stop motion, you have to be able to get around these dolls, and I couldn't get around the dolls with the current situation. So I'm playing around with this, because I'm actually thinking that what I might do is have it this way, and she's going to come in this way, and this is her. So then she can come in this side rather than that side, because I feel like then I'll have a lot more room. So I'm going to be putting a floor in for the garage, and then I'm going to be putting brick wall on the garage here as well. So that way I've got a set, and then all you're seeing is the car and this. So the car's going to drive in to the driveway, and then she's going to get out, and then she's going to shut the door, and then she's going to go around the back, and then we're going to do that sequencing. She's going to go in and take so I'm going to walk her around to this side of the garage, so she will walk around that way. So it's not a long walk, but she'll walk around there, and then she's going to come back again and get the other one, because the house will be technically over that way. So I will do that, set those scenes up first, and then once those scenes are set up, then I will do the bit inside the house. So obviously I am still in the process of trying to work out how I'm going to make the next scene, which you will have already seen, but I don't even know how I'm working it out at this point in time. So that scene is in regards to the box breaking and the items falling out of the box and landing on the ground. So with stop motion, I'm thinking about, I've got a lot of little tools that might be able to help me with this, but I'm thinking of fishing line, but very fine cotton type fishing line inside the box, and then just held on the side with some blue tack or something like that. So what I was thinking is I might do a slow motion thing, but I don't even know if this is what's going to happen. But one of the thoughts was the slow motion of the things falling out. But I've just got to come up with some ideas on how I'm going to do it. So the other thing I'm going to do today is clean this car and get it all nice. So the few things that I'm going to do with my prepping is I'm prepping all of this stuff. Going to get the car clean and ready. And then I've got to start thinking about doing this first sequence. So if we think about each video that I've made, they usually run between 5 and 7 minutes. They take about 2 to 3 weeks each to make. So that just shows you the level of time that you have to do. And I work full time, so I have to work, and then on my free time I'll come home and I'll do a little bit of this. But I try to limit myself to 2 hours because otherwise I'm just exhausted, because all I do is work, and I come home and I do this, and then you've got all of your normal stuff that you have to do. I'm going to finish this table today as well and get that ready. But I'm just going to start planning these sets so I can start this next video. So I hope you are enjoying the behind the scenes of this, because it is really, really tricky, and it definitely was a lot more involved than I actually first anticipated. I didn't think it was going to be quite as difficult as this, but I am enjoying it and I really love it, and I can't wait to keep showing you some more. So I think I probably, when you see this, I probably should have about 5 videos up, and all those 5 videos have taken me about 4 months to do. So that just gives you a bit of a perspective on how time consuming this is. But it's a hobby for me, and it just passes my time, and it gives me a bit of fun. So I'm going to clean up this car, cut out these little boxes, and start getting my sets ready. My main priority is to get the garage done, because that's the first bit I'm going to do, and then I've got to start planning my whole movements, and part of that planning, as I said, will be written down in these books. So I will do like storyboards, and that just helps me figure out how I'm going to do it. The other thing is to remember that for every second of video, it takes 12 to 15 snaps of the stop motion to get that 1 second. So that shows you how much time it takes you to do it. It's actually mind-numbingly time-consuming. So there's a little bit of background. If there's anything that you would like me to talk about a little bit more, I'm happy to do it. If there's anything that you think that you would be interested in, absolutely. Flick a message down the bottom there, and I will do my best and I will address it. So thanks again. I'll see you soon. Bye.